There is something fundamentally wrong right from the get-go with the fact that a man should feel the need to publicly politicize his sexuality. And it occurred to me that, what better place to make this complaint from than my own bed, because it's been said that politics has no place in the bedroom. And well, unfortunately, yes, it does, at least for some of us, because we have no place for our bedroom. We have no bedroom. Therefore, the politics and all of that palaver are necessary, or as far as we can tell, to those of us who see it this way, this is what we have to do in order to make some kind of change. And I believe in all of that, but I also believe that it is fundamentally wrong. It should not be necessary. That we're trying to solve a problem with tools that are the only way I can think of it is to explain it is by metaphor. It's like I feel like a bug that got stepped on. If you're disgusted, I'm not surprised, because what you're seeing is my guts after the boot came down. This isn't me. This is, what's left of me after that got spattered on the pavement. So that's, it kind of tells you what my politics are. But at the same time, I wanted to point out, I need to say that that's not really why I'm back doing these videos. And I think I'm back. I've been feeling for the past month or so a strong need, I've been talking to myself about the possibility of doing this again, and been wanting to come back and try it again. And I have to thank Kiss by Alice for what you've done. Not only simply for what you've done, you have no idea how important that is. I think you do understand how important it is. Thank you. And in doing so, you've given me that shove that allowed me to some extent, that made it easier for me to decide that I needed to do this too, and I'm going to. I wanted to say that that being said, I'm full of speeches, I'm very, but that's not really what I imagine I'm doing here this time. Last time around, I really did think I was talking to the outside world. I was hoping somehow that the media would pick it up and that I would actually get some kind of exposure from it. And God knows exactly what I thought that would achieve, really. Sit back and look at what I did last time. It's probably a good thing it faded the way it did. And I don't expect this to be any better. In fact, probably be somewhat worse. But my intentions here are different. This time around, I'm talking to GC. This is my way of extending my connection to GC beyond what shows up in text. This is my way. This is an opportunity for me to let you hear my voice and peer into my wild, staring eyes, and make your own decisions about what you think of me as a person, because that makes it more real for me, and that makes the connection more reliable, I like to think. Even if it means that you feel the need to back away, I wouldn't be surprised. It happens all the time. Don't worry about it. Sort of guard yourself. That's good, because it means that, however you do choose to interact with me on GC, hopefully you're doing it from a somewhat more informed perspective. You have a somewhat better idea of who it is you're dealing with. Simple thought experiment for me is like, if you happen to know me by what I've written but haven't, this is the first time you've actually seen me walking and talking, lying and talking, I would assume that you're somewhat surprised that I'm probably not the person you imagined I might have been from the way I wrote. I don't look or sound like what there's sort of a jolt there where you have to fit the two, where you're sort of trying to fit the two pieces together. So perhaps from that you get to see what I mean. Oh dear. And as usual, I'm actually refusing to work from a script. I have been believe it or not, I've been over this same speech 5 or 6, 7 times now, trying to get one that hopefully I'll be willing to allow through, irrespective of the fact that like most of it is just me sort of going trying to collect my thoughts while I put together the next statement that actually might make some sense here. So I apologize for the way I'm doing it, but there again, it's sort of, to me anyway, it's indicative, it's illustrative of the fact that there's no point to this. It's all of this talk. It's just an excuse for me to give you an opportunity to hear me and see me, and to make some kind of decision, or make some, take away some kind of information from that will allow a more real connection to form, if it's going to form at all. So, have I said what I wanted to say? Did I remember to say thank you, Kiss by Alice? If I haven't, I'm sorry. I've said it much better many times before. I'm really, really grateful for what you're doing, and I hope you'll be able to do more of it. And what else is there left to say, except that if I don't get the opportunity again, if this should, for some horrible reason, prove to be the only video I'm able to put up there, please, I do wish to wish you all a very happy Alice Day. Beyond that, I don't know what else to say.